What's going on, everybody? Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Hope everybody's doing good. Everybody having a good day so far, whatever time it is on your side of town. To be honest, I should be in bed resting before I had to go to work. But I was sent this story, and I just had to speak on it because y'all know what we do over here, and y'all know some stories just uh, get to me sometimes that I have to be like, I gotta say something because we talk about this a lot, especially with a lot of stories that I have been covering lately that's dealing with this foolery. Everybody, child, for some reason now just coming up missing all of a sudden. All of a sudden, man, we getting the same story. Uh, I last seen them at this time of the day or this time of the night, and when I wake up, all of a sudden that the child is gone. We're hearing this a lot lately now. So I just listened to a little bit of this and just reading a little bit of this, and I just like, first of all, I say, here we go again. Here we go again with this crazy ass stories and the plot that's being put out there, what happened. And nobody seen nothing, nobody heard nothing. And the last person or persons who is to see the child is somebody in the family. But now here's the twist to this one. It's the father now coming out saying, hey, I last saw my child at 2 a.m. and I woke up at 9 a.m. and now my child is missing. Okay. So y'all know where my mind is at, who I'm looking at already. At him. I'm looking at him now, and possibly the mom or the son. I don't know, but you just get to the point that, you just say, yep, they did it. He did it. She did it. Because it just don't make any sense. Even the police saying now that the folks, his parents, are a person of interest. Even they saying it now, in which they should be saying it, that they are a person of interest. And I wholeheartedly agree, So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today. Here's what we're going to be talking about. Right, beautiful chaos. He just evaporated out of thin air. Thank you for saying that. What's up, Queen Wallet? What's up, Head of Costa? Oh, it's been a minute. What's going on, dear? How you doing? Sand in the middle, what's going on? Curl Smith, Rhonda, what's going on? Miss Cooley, you the one that sent me this story. Thank you, dear. Kendra, hey, where you been? My man Gordon in the middle, what's up? Good day, Tina Powers. What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing? Thank y'all for joining me today. And if you don't mind, please get the thumbs up for your boy. Now, y'all know I usually don't do these shows at this time of the day because by the time I get through this one, it'll be time for me to go to work. But that's okay. As long as I'm advocating for a child, I'll take that L. I'll probably not off at work with my big ass head doing this here and there, but I'll take a L on that. Just like y'all just saw the thing behind me, children don't disappear. Okay? Children do not just up and disappear. And I'm pretty much sure all of y'all agree with me when I say that. If anybody who tells you that means God then came on earth and gathered all the children and made them disappear. But we ain't seen it yet. So the fact that all these stories come that the children disappear is bullshit. Children just up and leave. People make them leave and people make them disappear. Amen? They make them leave and they make them disappear. So all this talking about I got up in the middle of the night and my child is gone all of a sudden, the last place you may have seen her is in bed, either you did it or you had it set up for somebody to do it. Now, I've been calling these stories on point lately. I've been doing damn good. And I have not seen a story yet that claimed a child up and disappeared that somebody else was involved. I have not did a story yet that they claimed their children had disappeared and somebody else was involved. Let's take a look at the picture behind me. The young man's name is Codi Bigsby. And I want y'all to see down there, Mistake by Lake, say amen. That's what I'm saying. Y'all see down there, he was last seen at 2 a.m. by his dad. He was last seen at 2 a.m. It said he's possibly wearing all black clothing and Spider-Man flip-flops. He was last wearing black clothing and Spider-Man flip-flops. All right. Now we're going to hear later that the police were searching the dumpsters in the area because they believe that's where they need to stay in that area. And this is one time I'm going to agree with LE that they doing the right thing. They're not looking nowhere else. They staying in that area and looking in that area because apparently to them, the story don't make sense. But however, they are saying that the parents are cooperating to answering the questions. Doesn't mean they didn't do it, but they say that they are answering questions. So we're going to get right into it and hear some of these news clips. And I'm going to let y'all hear both police conferences on this young man's story. So here's where he was first reported missing. Let's have a listen.
It's midday. That's where officials say a 4-year-old boy is missing. Take a look at your screen. Officials say Codi Bigsby was last seen around 2.
Tina, they're going to explain that too, why it wasn't an Amber Alert. You're going to hear why it isn't.
This morning. 10 on your sides, Brett Hall joins us live with the latest on the search. Brett, where are you and what can you tell us?
Well, I'm just north of the Hamptons Buckrow Soccer Complex, just south of the Buckrow Point Apartments, and that's where the search is. That's where Bigsby was last seen around 2 o'clock this morning. Called by the police, were contacted by his father, and they arrived here around 9. And now you can see there's a large presence here. The Hampton unit that had for command post unit is here in the parking lot. FBI's Norfolk team is now on scene, also assisting with this search, and we actually just saw a pair of officers headed into the complex. Here's some video from Chopper 10 showing the search scene. Right now, it's really limited to the area around this apartment complex, but I just spoke with a Hampton Police Division spokesperson, and they tell me that this search will be expanding in a grid-like motion, and that they will be just pushed.
I want y'all to take a look at that too. Now, that's a big apartment complex. Now, 2 o'clock in the morning, and we're going by this chopper view, and we see that it's snow still on the ground. Where's a 4-year-old gonna go with snow on the ground and with flip-flops on? Where he's gonna go? At 2 o'clock in the morning, cold outside, snow still on the ground. He ain't out there trying to make no snowman because look like it ain't enough snow to do that. So where a 4-year-old gonna go at 2 o'clock in the morning on a cold, snowy morning? I'm just saying, if some of y'all can make it make sense, please do. I'll be looking at y'all comments in the comment section.
Pushing out and further searching from the point in which Bigsby was last seen. Now, at this point, they say family is cooperating with the investigation. A lot of people already asking, what about an...
Thank you, Daily Wonder. Thank you. Thank you.
Amber Alert. There are certain criteria that need to be met for an Amber Alert to go out, meaning there needs to be a lot of times suspicion of imminent danger.
All right, they explained to y'all why it's not a Amber Alert. Let me rewind and see how I can hear it.
To be met for an Amber Alert to go out. Family is cooperating with the investigation. A lot of people already asking, what about an Amber Alert? There are certain criteria that need to be met for an Amber Alert to go out, meaning there needs to be a lot of times suspicion of imminent danger of the 4-year-old child. Again, we're not exactly sure what criteria has and hasn't been met, but at this time, I just spoke again with a Hampton Police Division spokesperson just seconds ago, and they tell me that criteria has still not been met at this time. Everyone is just being asked to be on the lookout for this 4-year-old. Again, we've shown you his picture last seen wearing Spider-Man sandals, and there's just hope that this all comes to a peaceful and successful resolve. We're live right now in Hampton. Brett Hall, 10 on your side.
All right, Brett, thank you.
Last seen wearing flip-flops. Spider-Man uniform. Now, some of y'all, I seen a couple of y'all say, wait a minute. You last seen him at that time. He had flip-flops on. Was he up or was he in bed? Now, that's a damn good question. Which makes the story doesn't make sense even more. This is what you last seen. Flip-flops on. So was he in bed with flip-flops? Or was he already up at 2 o'clock in the morning with flip-flops on? That's a damn good question. Is that what you last seen him with? Flip-flops. But I tell you this though, that boy didn't just get off and wander off by himself. Because I noticed, and this may be something small or not, but I noticed they say they didn't last seen him with a jacket on. I don't believe this boy got up and wandered off. I don't believe he been abducted. That's what you're going to hear that later. I don't believe he been abducted. Ariel Foster, good. Good observation. Thank you. That's why I say y'all are the best audience anybody can have. Well, at least I consider y'all the best audience. Thank you. What if he wasn't missing yesterday and he been missing? They just reported it yesterday just to have some kind of alibi. They sit back, or he by himself may have sat back and thought on a couple of days and say, I need to find out what I'm going to tell these people and try to make this story believable. So Ariel Foster, good observation. Good observation. Anybody else think she may be on something? Right, Kurt. And then I saw one of y'all mention about Summer Wells. Y'all know what? I don't know what to say about Summer Wells' case. I really don't know what to say about that right now because at this point, that baby could still be alive, or she could be dead by now. I don't know. But, however, Don and Candace know what's going on. What? Don may not know so much. I don't think he do. Just the energy that he's giving off. To me, a lot of time when I see him do his interview stuff, he just looks so dumbfounded, you know. But Candace, I believe she knows what's going on with Summer. I believe she knows. Don, I'm not so sure. I'm just not. So if Summer does turn up alive, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Now somebody said the Cow City Boys. Yes, same thing with them. The West claiming he went outside, chopped some wood. Now, you go outside and chop some wood and you say the boys were just outside. Look, we was kids once. And I know a lot of times we tiptoe here and there. Y'all might not see us go to certain places. But I don't think none of us is moving that fast where you just seen us right there on the steps. You took something in the house and you come right back out just like that. We gone. Come on now. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Then what we saw in the West House, there was a camera pointing in the direction where he claimed that they went. Unless that was a fake camera. But if I'm not mistaken, y'all help me. There was a camera in the window pointing in the direction he claimed that they went. You ain't got no video seeing him walking off? You ain't got no video watching him walking off. The only video that we saw was when AV Watchman, when he went to the neighbor's house, whoever the guy was, they showed him the video. That's all they really just got. And when they had the search party, you found something with one of the boys' names on it. And that's about it. But then later on, we see that the dad coming out talking about he want to do the search. But Roro came under my video. Shout out to Roro. She came under my video, said, really, he has been looking, she told me. He just don't do social media. And I told Roro, all right, cool. Thanks for the clarification. She's like, no problem. She was cool with it. But I just thought it was strange that all this time you just decided to come out in social media to the news talking about you helping with the search. Just saying. Just a lot of stuff just don't add up. It just don't. It just don't. And I think they still alive. I really do. I don't think they dead. I believe they still alive. Where they at? I have no idea. But I believe they still alive too. So if they pop up alive, I won't be surprised about them either. I believe they alive. I believe they're alive. Okay? So, you know, man. But guys, let's continue. Let's hear some more what's going on here. You know, let's hear some more.
News 3 on top of breaking news right now. Anxiety is high in Hampton. We begin with new information in the search for a missing 4-year-old boy, Codi Bigsby. His father says he last saw him around 2 a.m. Nearly 24 hours later, still no sign of the little boy. Now, crews have been searching.
Y'all pinmarked it. The dad said he last seen him at 2 a.m. So I guess he the one talking about he seen him in flip-flops and the Spider-Man suit and all this stuff. So the dad was the last one that seen him. Let's continue.
All day in the area around the Buckrow Point apartments. And even now, police remain on the scene late into the night. News 3 reporter Leandra Head is also there live. And Leandra, I understand there are some new developments happening right now.
Yes, absolutely. We actually just recently discovered those new developments. We were parked actually in the parking lot in front of the apartment complex. Then we drove over here and we actually saw police officers searching through a dumpster. Police looked like they were searching for evidence in the missing case of 4-year-old Codi Bigsby. I also saw 3 men dressed in what appeared to be hazmat suits, also searching thoroughly through that dumpster. They just recently actually put up a yellow caution tape near that dumpster. So it looks like they've found some substantial evidence from what it appears to be from here. We did get a chance to attend a press conference earlier today with the police chief, and here's what he had to say.
We received a call about 9 o'clock this morning from Cory Bigsby, who is the father of 4-year-old Codi.
Little Codi was asleep when his father last saw him. When he woke up, Codi was nowhere to be found.
Mr. Bigsby said that he woke up this morning and he found that his son Codi was missing.
Hampton Police and the FBI have been searching for Codi's.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? He last seen him at 2 o'clock. Yeah, again, y'all, everybody, let's try to keep up with this. Even me, let's try to keep up. He last seen him at 2 o'clock. He woke up at 9, and his son was missing. At 4 years old, then a lot of us used to wake up early in the morning because we was infatuated with cartoons and Sesame Street, and stuff like that. I mean, not well, in this era, I don't know what these children be doing in this era, but at 4 years old, a lot of us got up early and we like cartoons and things like that. So, now I'm wondering, did young Codi had a routine when he got up in the morning? Did he get up, watch TV, or when he get up, did he go wake up his dad sometimes, say, hey, give me some cereal, or can you make me some breakfast and things like that? Or maybe I'm just stuck in the past of how we grew up, because when we were 4 years old, hey, if we had favorite cartoons and stuff that was coming on, we'd be right there in front of that TV, and just having a ball, and usually we had the TV blasting up loud that everybody in the damn house could hear the TV, and you hear your folks be like, boy, girl, turn that TV down. Turn that TV down. Just because you up to me and everybody else up, turn that TV down. Okay. You turn it down. So, or maybe I'm just looking too much into that little scenario right there, and I'm just stuck in my past, how I used to do. So, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. So 2 a.m. to 9 a.m., that's 7 hours, so,
Since the early morning hours, Hampton Police tell News 3 it's all hands on deck and are asking for the public's help in locating 4-year-old Codi.
Codi is an African-American child. He is about 3.5 feet tall. He has a medium complexion, and he's believed to be dressed in all black, and he may be wearing Spider-Man flip-flops.
One Hampton man says he has a grandson who is Codi's age. Hearing that Codi is missing hits home for him.
Back when the Noah Tomlin case happened, when he first come up missing, they didn't allow the public to help search. I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm going to be out here searching.
Richard, a Hampton resident, says he's been driving around town looking for 4-year-old Codi, searching for any clues.
I started over here at the church on the other side of Bloxham's Corner where the substation is, walked around the substation, looked up and down the ditch. When I got done there, I started at Salt Ponds, worked my way all the way down, and I went down every road back from Salt Ponds to Colonial Acres.
Police say Codi's parents have been cooperating with authorities.
We are interested in any video that anybody might have of something that they believe could be related. We aren't convinced that it happened at exactly when we found out about it. So if anybody out there believes that they have.
He said we aren't convinced that it happened when we got the information. So even the police, this is the first time I'm hearing the police, if I heard them right, this is the first time I'm hearing Elise saying that we're not sure if this really happened, that this man or whoever made the call claimed that it happened. So just one of y'all said in the comment section, how we know this didn't happen way before time. So, man, that's why I say, a lot of y'all got some good observations up in there. Y'all do. Even he just said it, we're not sure if it happened at the time that he claiming that it happened, so,
video or information that could be related to Cody's disappearance, we want to see it as quickly as possible.
And several police are still here on the scene. They tell me they will continue searching for 4-year-old Codi Bigsby until they find him. For now, live in Hampton, Leandra Head, News 3.
Leandra, thank you for the late-breaking developments. Many of you have contacted us wondering why an Amber Alert was not issued for Codi. So here's the criteria for an Amber Alert. The child must be 17 or younger. There must be a reasonable belief that the child was abducted, or law enforcement must believe the child is in imminent danger, and the child must be entered into the National Crime Information Center's missing persons file.
He or she must be 17 years and younger. It got to be a reasonable belief that the child was abducted, and the police must believe the child is in imminent danger and is entered in the National Crime Information Center. So, apparently, they don't believe he was abducted, which don't sound like it to me either. And now, imminent danger, I'm not sure what all meets the criteria of imminent danger. And into the National Crime Information Center, you know, I guess that's neither here and there with that or whatnot. But I'm focused more on the abducted part. The abducted part. You know, Radio God said I live in North Carolina. I started showing his picture to the people on the interstate, gas station clerks. You never know. Hey, Radio God, salute to you. Salute to you. Because they saying, I'm hearing a lot of what they saying on a lot of these news clips that there's like this, his story is gaining a lot of attention. But when I look on YouTube, I'm not seeing too many people talk about it. And I'm not saying people should talk about it. They do what they want to do with their channel. But I know with me, you know, I'm going to help with these stories and getting them out, you know. And so if you are doing that, then, hey, hats off to you, my friend. Hats off to you. Because we hearing these same stories, not only children missing and dying, but again, like I said at the beginning of the show, we are hearing too many damn stories. This same particular story. I went to bed. I saw my child when I went to bed. And when I woke up, my child was gone. We are hearing this shit too much. And every time it has came out to be bullshit. Every time it came out to be bullshit. And me personally, I'm tired of it. All right? Maybe need to start becoming a time now. Maybe you and your kid need to sleep in the same damn room. So we can stop hearing this same bullshit ass stories. Or get one of them things, what y'all call them things that you put in your child room where y'all can hear things going on. Is it called walkie-talkie or whatever the damn thing called? Where y'all put in your child's room and you can hear what's going on in the next room. If the child crying or something, you can get up and you get up go see what's going on. I guess it's called walkie-talkie or Fisher Price or something like that. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. I ain't got no Twitter, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Savage says, Savage, thank you. You've been coming to my channel a lot lately. Commenting. Thank you. You said the bigger channel I really cover him, but well, no. Like I said, his story is fresh, so some bigger channels may get it and talk about it. I just ain't seen nobody now talking about it. I'm pretty much sure my boy at the AFC podcast, Judge Jay, he may talk about it. I mean, stories like this, he usually get wind of it, and he'll probably come out and say something, you know. But I can't tell him how to run his channel, you know. If he don't say nothing, I just know what I do and what people send to me. And Miss Cooley, if she's still in the building, just for Cooley, she sent it to me. And when I read it, I sent her a message saying, "Here we go again." Like DMX, here we go again. And that's the same thing she was thinking. She sent it to me, she was like shaking my head. And I like, here we go again. Same bullshit. Same bullshit, but a different what? Day. Same bullshit, just a different day. All right? My man Jay Diz in the bit. What's up, brother? Yeah, so Hey, Wingos News, what's going on, babe? So, radio guys, man, keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I appreciate you. Hey, Juju, what's going on? Oh, don't y'all forget now, my birthday is in 13 days, February the 14th. All right. Mahogany, long time. Where you been, honey? Where you been? All right now. Now, one of y'all said earlier this is close to your home. Which one of y'all said that? Y'all said this is close to y'all. Which one of y'all said that? Okay. So, guys, next clip I'm finna play, the community is reacting to him missing. I think one of the family members that they claim is his sister is going to speak. All right. So let's hear what they got to say.
As the search stretches into the cold, dark night, we're learning more about Codi Bigsby. Sweet and curious are the words some use to describe him. Angela Vargas is in Hampton tonight with a look at how the community is reacting to Codi's disappearance.
Neighbors and police are searching, and a family member is hoping to find 4-year-old Codi Bigsby. As the search for the young boy carries on into the night, we're getting a better picture of Codi's personality.
Is that not a handsome young man, right? That's a handsome fella. That's nothing that's killing me too. All these pretty babies, these pretty babies, these precious girls, these handsome young fellas are not getting a chance to explore the world like we had the chance to do. Our children ages have came and gone, but it's a sad thing that our future generations and seeds are not getting a chance to have the things that we had when we was growing up. Amen. And then what make it so bad, they getting the advanced stuff from what we had. All right. They getting the advanced stuff, technology, computers, tablets, notebooks, and things like that they can have to learn number games, alphabet games, upgraded shows we used to watch. Sesame Street upgraded. Barney came out. I think Barney came out in the 90s, but shows like that is upgrading to help these young men and young children to learn more advanced than what we had. When we went to school, it was all about pencil and paper, which some of y'all say I still want that today. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you because some of these students get these computers and it makes them lazy. So pencil and paper, if y'all still want that, you can't go wrong with that because we had to do it. Textbooks, things like that. A lot of schools don't have to have textbooks no more because you got the digital technology, which I'm not saying nothing really wrong with that. How you learn your stuff, that's how you learn your stuff. But when we grew up, pencil and paper and chalkboard, that was it. Pencil, paper, and chalkboard. Only time you got on a computer when you played a little game or something. But when we grow up, pencil, paper, chalkboard. And you had homework, you had to write that stuff down to your fingers to the bone, that pencil. How many of y'all remember them damn hardwood number 2 pencils that you down there for your bone cracking because you writing so much with that damn pencil and you had to keep on sharpening it like every hour or so because you wrote so damn much on it? How many of y'all remember the number 2 pencils? I don't see too many people with the number 2 pencils no more. But back in nowadays, the number 2 pencil, you just hear the scribble. We worked them damn things down to the last nub because that's how we grew up. Preach. That's how Oregon Trail, that's one of my favorite games, Miss Cooler. Oh my God, it's one of my favorite games. So we had number 2 pencils, and paper. But now it's like everything is digital. But even with that they got everything digital now, they not getting a chance to explore none of that. They not getting a chance to explore the doors that has been opened for them. And that's really sad. And then not to mention back then, we had some of the best damn teachers. Amen? We had some of the best damn teachers back then. I can't say what's going on with these teachers today. But back then, we had some of the best damn teachers back when I was growing up. But anyway, let's continue.
A person who identified herself to us as Codi's sister said the little boy is extremely intelligent, sweet, and a curious 4-year-old.
I can't imagine this amount of time going by as a parent and not knowing where my child is.
Tanza Hester.
Y'all heard her? Y'all heard it? And she is right. She is right. How the hell 7 hours gonna pass, you don't know where your child is? Say it again, sister. Say it again.
This amount of time going by as a parent and not knowing where my child is.
Tanza Hester lives in the neighborhood across from where officers say Cody was last seen. Hester says police searched around her home looking for him.
And then they actually asked if they could go into our yard to kind of take a look around in the back. We do have a shed back there that was open, and kind of look around the property, I guess, any areas where he could be hiding or anything of that nature.
Cody's search expands nationwide. A group of women created a Facebook page to help in the recovery effort and to get information out. Karina Thomas created the group, and she's from Florida.
We will continue to keep sharing his picture and his story in the group until he is found.
Hester says Cody's search has impacted everyone in so many ways.
And if you're not a parent, it's the same thing. It just pulls on your heartstrings to think that this child could be out there somewhere alone now that especially the darkness has fallen.
Hester hopes Cody is found and he is safe. In Hampton, Angelo Vargas, 13 News Now.
Oh, somebody said something about cursive words. Yes, we learned cursive words back in our day. I don't know if they teaching them kids today how to do cursive writing. I don't know. But we had to do all that back in our days. That's why I said we had some of the best damn teachers back in our day. We had some of the best damn teachers back in our day. And to be honest, I miss every last one of them. Hold on, I got to take this phone call. Hold on.
All right, good afternoon. My name is Mark Talbot. I'm the police chief with the Hampton Police Division. Here with me in order, Assistant Chief Orrin Gallup, Captain Brian Coleman, Captain Jason Price, Assistant Chief Ferguson, Captain Sheck, and my PIO, Sergeant Reggie Williams. We are here on behalf of 4-year-old Codi Bigsby. We received a call about 9 o'clock this morning from Cory Bigsby, who is the father of 4-year-old Codi. Mr. Bigsby said that he woke up this morning and he found that his son Codi was missing. Mr. Bigsby said that he searched his home and he looked all over. His son was gone. He was nowhere to be found. Our officers responded to the residence, which is located adjacent to me to my right. Our responding officers searched the home again, and we were also unable to find Codi. There were other young children inside the home. The other kids are safe, and they are with us right now, along with Dad. Codi is an African-American child. He is about 3.5 feet tall. He has a medium complexion, and he's believed to be dressed in all black, and he may be wearing Spider-Man flip-flops. We immediately contacted several of our partner agencies. Many of them are represented here. We've called every resource, and we have every resource out here that we can think of to bring Codi home safely. The FBI is here assisting us. Hampton Fire is here assisting us. We've had helicopters and airplanes and drones out here, and of course we're searching on foot as well. We will be working until we find Cody. We do not feel that there is any danger to the general public at this point. If that changes, we will let you know. We've received numerous offers of support from other members of the public. We do not need assistance here at this time. What we do ask the public is if they see something that they believe could be related to this case, that they reach out and they call 911. We ask the public to share Cody's photo on social media, and we ask them to spread the word to all of their associates. Any questions?
Chief Talbot, is there any, you said there's no reason to believe there's any danger to the public. Is there any reason to believe there could be danger to Mr. Bigsby, Cody?
We are searching frantically for Cody. We obviously are concerned given the resources we have out here. So we really want to find him.
What is the latest in the investigation? Have you all found any surveillance video, Nest cam footage that neighbors may have had?
We don't have anything more about the investigation that we can share at this point.
Has the mother been cooperating? You said obviously the father's been cooperating.
We have spoken to Cody's mother.
Has she been cooperating?
She's spoken to us and given us the answers to the questions that we've posed.
Is there any indication whether he may have walked out the door? Has that been figured out?
We don't know.
Is there, she talked about surveillance video. If somebody has like a ring camera or something, is that something your division is interested in at this time? If it's in the general area?
We are interested in any video that anybody might have of something that they believe could be related. We aren't convinced that it happened at exactly when we found out about it. So if anybody out there believes that they have video or information that could be related to Cody's disappearance, we want to see it as quickly as possible.
What's the explanation for the gap in time between when the kid was last seen and when the father reported it to you all?
The child was reportedly asleep, and when Dad woke up, he searched for the child and said the child wasn't there.
Does Cody live with the father full time? Does he live with his mother full time? How does that work?
Cody lives with his father.
Has Cody ever walked off before, or maybe disappeared before?
We don't know, and if somebody who lives close or is aware of the family has that information, we would like to know.
And who made the 911 call? It was the father?
Cody's father called us, yes.
Can we get spelling on the father's name?
C-O-R-Y.
What's the relationship like between Cody and his mother?
I don't know.
Are there any changes expected to the search in the upcoming hours?
No, we will search until we find him. We will be here until then.
Is there any indication he might be with outside the family member, aunt, grandmother?
There's no reason to believe that he's with another family member.
Were there signs of foul play in the home, or is that something you can't say?
I don't want to comment on that.
How many people were inside the home?
The dad was home, and there were other small children in the home. I'm not sure how many.
Father still cooperating with y'all?
So far, Dad is answering our questions. Thank you.
Guys, I am so sorry about that. I had to take that phone call. But I wasn't here listening because I didn't get a chance to listen to that whole thing. But did y'all hear the reporter ask the question that I always ask all the time? Had a child walked off before? I ask that question all the time, do I not? When I do these shows, I ask that question all the time. Had the child walked off before? Now, if I ever do a story and they say the child walked off before, then we got something going on here. But if the child never walked off before, then why did they choose this particular day just to walk off? It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. And then I just heard that the boy do stay with his dad. Did I think I just also heard, or did I read it? I don't remember. They don't stay together. Now, just because they don't stay together does not mean that the mom did not have no involvement in whatever's going on with this young boy. It doesn't mean she had no involvement in it. But, you know, if he stayed with him, I'm assuming maybe he had custody. I don't know. Or maybe they had some kind of arrangement for him to go stay with the dad. I don't know. But the child was in dad's care. And now the boy is missing. All right? But however, we got another conference that they did. And they just did this about an hour or like 2 hours ago. And we're going to hear what they say up in this update right here. All right? So let's have a listen.
4-year-old Cody wandered off, and we don't believe that he was abducted. We think that our investigative efforts based on the interview.
And we at the Chris Thorne Show don't believe he wandered off. All right? So I don't think it's neither one. I don't think he wandered off, nor was he abducted. But let's continue.
Is that we've conducted should remain in this area. We, in particular, are interested in even more help from the public than we've already received. We would like anyone in this area or who has been close to this area recently to look at any surveillance video that they may have, look and see if there are any photos that they may have captured in this area that may have something that we would be interested in. If there is anybody who has any knowledge of the last time Cody was out and about in the city of Hampton or elsewhere, we want to know. That is at any point in time. If anyone has seen the child, that you've seen his photo, hopefully we've all shared his photo. We are interested in speaking to anyone who has ever seen him. That information is going to be very important to us. In particular, if we could focus our attention on the time that extends from around noon this past Sunday up until yesterday morning at 9 o'clock. We are really interested in speaking to people who may have...
Wait, since noon Sunday? Whoa. Okay, hold up. Since noon Sunday? Wait a minute.
That information is going to be very important to us. In particular, if we could focus our attention on the time that extends from around noon this past Sunday up until yesterday morning at 9 o'clock. We are really interested in speaking to people who may have been in this area around those times. That would be very helpful to us. Sergeant Williams will talk more about how to get that information to us. And again, that's what we're going to be focusing our attention on. I will say we continue to speak to the people responsible for Cody's safety. They are still talking to us. They are still answering our questions. We still believe that they are the key to us finding out where he might be and what may have happened to him.
Is that why there's no Amber Alert?
There is no Amber Alert because we've worked with Virginia State Police to discuss the criteria, which we are deeply familiar with. This case is not an Amber Alert case. Sergeant Williams will talk more about that as well.
And again, you have more people helping you in the search today, more agencies. Could you just speak to who's helping along with FBI?
So Sergeant Williams will be able to talk about that as well. All right, I'm going to let him speak, and then we can hit questions.
Good morning, thank you all. So some additional points that we want to cover this morning is we're establishing a role for the general public to help us assist in this search. So at the conclusion of this press conference, we're going to have a link available on our social media sites that enables the public to sign up to assist us. At this time, we're only seeking the first 50 volunteers. We need to be able to coordinate the volunteers and be able to determine where they're searching and have an accurate way to track where those volunteers are going to be working with our staff. Some important things to know about that is the volunteers need to be capable of walking long distances outside in the cold weather, and we're asking them to have a valid photo ID available. As I said, the first 50 are only going to be used, and after you sign up, please wait to be contacted. We'll contact you if we need you. Additionally, I want to reiterate the point that Chief Talbot said about we're seeking information on when the public saw Cody last, when that was, where he was, who he was with, and what they were doing. That information is extremely important to us, and it's extremely important to the investigation. You can get that information to us by visiting p3tips.com. You can follow the prompts on there to submit a tip to Hampton Police, and we'll be able to receive and review those tips. We might not be able to respond to every tip that we receive, but it's important to know that we have received it and we're going to pass it on to the appropriate personnel. You can also contact us at the crime line at 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP. With regard to the Amber Alert, we've received numerous questions in terms of why an Amber Alert has not been issued. We have basically determined that the criteria for the Amber Alert has not been met. We have conferred with state police on numerous occasions to confirm that that criteria is not met. And the specific elements of the criteria that has not been met refers to, at this point, we don't believe that an abduction has taken place. There's no information to lead investigators to believe that Cody has been abducted, and we don't have information to pass on or to fit the criteria with regard to that element. Another element would be who the abductor would be, where that abductor is traveling, what they're wearing, what vehicle they're in. That element of the criteria simply does not exist. So aside from that, we're using all of our available resources to put this information and get it out to the public. Of course, with the media's assistance, all of our social media, this story has been shared hundreds of thousands of times, and we ask you to continue to share that to get this information out. That's all I have for you this morning, and we'll take questions as we can answer them to the best of our ability.
Is Cody's mom around? Is she here in town?
Cody's mom is in town, and we are speaking to her.
And I noticed you used the language the people responsible for his safety. Is that switched from parents? Is that a different role?
There are a number of people beyond his parents that we are speaking to.
Why don't you believe he was abducted? What signs point to that?
The investigation does not indicate that he was abducted. There's just no reason to believe it. We certainly are open to that as a possibility. It is not likely.
So the circumstances surrounding when he was last seen, is that reliable information from his dad, or?
No, it is not reliable. I do not want to comment on that.
Is that the reason for the new timeline with the not reliable information from family?
The evidence that we have does not completely match the stories that we have received at this point. So we are opening up our focus in terms of the time that we are interested in.
Do you believe Cody's still alive?
We will work as if he's out there waiting for us to find him.
Should we read into any similarities here with the Noah Town case, or?
I don't have a comment.
What agencies are involved in the search at this point?
Sergeant Williams.
So the biggest agency that has joined the search this morning is the Virginia Department of Emergency Management. They will be bringing in additional resources and personnel to assist in the search.
What are those resources that we have?
Staff, equipment, mainly staff and equipment at this point, personnel, expertise, things of that nature.
Can you talk a little bit about the decision to let the community help with the search?
I'm wondering about him saying it what he just said. Do they already have a body and they being hush hush? I'm wondering.
Sure. We have a role to play for our residents. Not only will the residents be instrumental in getting us the information that we need to figure out what happened, and make no mistake about it, the information is here. We believe the information is here. We want to bring the residents into this in a way that makes sense given our resources and given what we know. And what we learned throughout the investigative process has led us to want to bring the public in to expand the possibility of searching not only what we've already done. We're going to have them go back and look again to make sure sometime in the middle of the night we didn't miss a small detail that might be instrumental. But as I said, there's a role to play here.
Can you kind of talk?
I do not have her name.
Can you kind of narrow in on where this information is? Are we talking about, we know he could be here in this neighborhood, in Hampton, on the peninsula? Like, what's the circumference of this search zone?
It is likely that he is here in the city of Hampton. It is more likely that he is here close to his home, which is adjacent to me here to my left.
Y'all hear that?
So the further that we get away from his home, the less likely it is that he's going to be found, and the less likely that we're going to find information. We haven't ruled anything out. We are searching the hardest in the areas where he is most likely to be found, obviously, but
He was living
also
with his dad,
further
right?
out.
That was the situation. It was just him and his dad in the house.
Correct.
Chief, can you expand a little bit on, you just said that the evidence does not match the stories we have heard. Can you expand on that? What do you mean by that?
I think that's self-explanatory. The evidence doesn't match what we've been told, so we need to investigate further. And
Y'all heard that? The evidence they have found has not been matched with what that man told them. Holy shit. Told y'all. Again, kids do not disappear. They don't. Somebody makes them disappear. Kids don't disappear. And I'm really not shocked that he just said that. I'm not shocked at all. He just said that. I'm not. So, LaKendra, you may be right. They found something in that dumpster. But of course, they're not going to talk about it right now. That's why the other man said they're going to bring in experts and all this stuff. They found something in that dumpster. I just want to know what it is.
we need the help of the public so that we can find anybody who may have seen this child or even anything that might be related to this investigation. We feel strongly that somebody listening can be helpful. We feel very strongly about that.
and there's somebody who's listening that could be helpful, is the dad. And maybe the mom. But the dad for sure. That's who listening that can help y'all.
Have the parents not told you enough to connect the dots on the stories that are not adding up with the evidence that there is?
We probably won't know for certain.
Juju, you know what? I noticed that, and I don't toot my horn on that. There's a couple of stories I know I have done that I saw nobody else talking about it. But for some reason, when I bring it out, you see a lot of people start going live about it. But I don't toot my horn about that. I mean, if I'm an influence for other people to start talking about it, let that just be dead on that. But this is probably about the second or third story I have done that I saw nobody talking about it. Nobody talking about it. But when I bring it out, all of a sudden you see a lot of people start talking about it. So hey.
How much is being left out until we find this child?
But isn't that really the concerning thing, that the parents, the people that were responsible for his safety, are telling you stories that are not adding up to the evidence that you have?
That is the crux of the investigation. We have to figure that out.
And last night we had saw crews searching through dumpsters in the neighborhood. Is that just part of searching the whole area?
Right. We will search every place he could possibly be. Every place he could possibly be, we will look. We're not searching dumpsters because we believe he's there. We are searching dumpsters because he could be there.
There was a dumpster.
Y'all heard that?
Searched last night. Nothing came from that. Or did something come from that?
I can answer that, Chief. So as with any investigation, with regard to specific evidence that we find or did not find, we're unable to go into that at this time. So any questions that regard evidence that we're locating or have located, we're not able to expand on that at this time.
Do you believe Cody's with someone he knows, possibly, if he is still alive?
That is a possibility.
And Chief, is there a person of interest at this point?
There is a person of interest. We are most interested in Cody's parents.
Are there any water searches going on in the area at this time?
Yes.
And are you doing a door-to-door search around here as well, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Are you all working with any other search parties that aren't related? Because I know there are some neighbors that are thinking of banding together.
Yes.
What was the situation with Cody's parents? They were separated or not together?
Cody's parents do not live together. Thank you.
Again, like I tell y'all, anytime y'all hear stories that they child is up and disappear, it's bullshit. It's straight up bullshit. It's straight up boo-boo. It's straight up garbage. No child just up and walk away in the wee hours in the morning, unless they may be sleepwalking, and even that's a stretch. No child is getting up in the wee hours of the morning, 2 o'clock in the fucking morning, and walking off. And don't know where he's going. In fact, no children 9 times out of 10 going to be up at 2 o'clock in the morning unless there's a party or something going on they went over, or unless it's a sleepover. But even that's going to be a stretch for a 4-year-old. Because I don't know too many 4-year-olds going to a sleepover. I don't know too many 4-year-olds going to a sleepover. I think that's too young. So shouts out to the LE down there who already picking it out that this story is not matching. Wish they probably thought that at first when they first heard the story. What that man is saying is not making no damn sense. And I'm going to ask y'all, if that was me on the news and I told this exact same story, be honest, how many of you, men and women, would believe a damn thing that I said? If that was me telling this same bullshit ass story, I saw my son or daughter at this time, all of a sudden, they up and gone a few hours later, and I'm asleep. Would you believe me if I told you that? Would you believe me if I told you that? Anybody who know me, even people who know me personally, if I told them that in their face, that my child went missing and I last seen him at this such a time, but when I woke up, I didn't hear shit. Nobody who knows me personally in my fucking life is going to believe that damn story. So why the hell would he think somebody would believe this bullshit? Why do any of these folks think somebody would believe that these children got up and walked off? Who the hell would believe that? A child just get up in the middle of the night, unlock the door, and leave. Wow, Juju, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you got him. I'm glad you got him. And somebody just asked a question. They don't stay together. Yes, that's kind of somewhat of a red flag too. Well, not necessarily a red flag, but you know, the fact that they don't stay together and they talking to both of them, I would like to know what the mom is saying. I would like to know if the mom is outraged too. I would like to know if she's outraged, or the worst scenario is she's in on it. But the most important thing that Chief said, somebody who listening know what's going on, and that person that's listening is the dad. So I wonder what they found in that dumpster. Because they said, we don't believe he left this complex. We think he's still here. If we go any further, we're not going to find him. We believe that young man is still here. And then he just told us what the dad said, it ain't matching. It ain't happening, Captain. That story ain't flying. It ain't flying, Brian. It ain't flying. Y'all look at that title and read what it says. Look at that title and read what it says. Look at that title and see what it says. Who or whom are the persons of interest? Look at who are the persons of interest. Parents. Parents. With that being said, let's hear what they're saying.
Meanwhile, officers are asking for the public's help to find Codi Bigsby, and the FBI has joined the search. Bigsby's father reported him missing yesterday morning, according to investigators. Hampton Police spoke to reporters about the case this morning. Our Andy Fox was there. And Andy, police say what the parents told them initially just is not adding up.
Yeah, that's right. Today,
what the parents, she said what the parents told them ain't adding up. Not just the dad. What the parents said is not adding up. Boy, y'all tell me I'm not good with these stories. Tell me I'm not good with these stories. I said with the mom. Could she be possibly in on it? Just because they don't stay together don't mean she's not in on it. And I guess this don't necessarily mean that she's guilty too. But however though, listen to what these news be saying and listen to what they don't be saying. Parents. Not parent. Parents. Story ain't matching up.
His news conference, the police chief called on 50 volunteers to come out and try to find the places and search the places that Codi could be. Let me show you real quick. We also have a drone here. They brought out the drones to search areas as well. They're testing it right now. We're in a parking lot near where Codi lived and lives, but it is what the police chief, Mark Talbot, said about Codi's parents. It tells us a lot about this investigation. The father, Cory Bigsby, and the mother, he would not answer questions as to the mother's name. The chief called on 50 volunteers, as I said, to search the areas where he could be. He wants anyone who saw Codi Sunday noon to 9 a.m. Monday. They want surveillance video.
Guys, look at all that open terrain right there. That's how they, is it terrain or terrain? That's how they right. But anyway, look at all that open area right there. Where he gonna go? Where is he gonna go? Where is he gonna go? All that open terrain out there. Where is he gonna go? Seriously, where is he gonna go?
Video, anybody with knowledge. They do not believe this was an abduction had taken place, so there was no need for an Amber Alert, but it is clear police are looking at the parents for more and better answers.
There is a person of interest. We are most interested in Codi's parents. I think that's self-explanatory. The evidence doesn't match what we...
Somebody said the auntie got him? Oh, is he alive? Garrison said the auntie has him, but they did say it's what I'm getting. And tell me why you getting there, because I hope he is alive. Nobody says he dead yet, but why do you think the auntie has him?
Been told, so we need to investigate further, and we need the help of the public so that we can find anybody who may have seen this child or even anything that might be related to this investigation.
Have the parents not told you enough to connect the dots on the stories that are not adding up with the evidence that there is?
We probably won't know for certain how much is being left out until we find this child.
But isn't that really the concerning thing, that the parents, the people that were responsible for his safety,
oh, you're a psychic.
Stories that are not adding up to the evidence that you have.
That is the crux of the investigation.
The crux of the investigation. Very telling from the Hampton Police Chief. I can tell you that we were out, walked around with the volunteers who have come out here to go into people's backyards, to look high and low, to try to figure this out. This parking lot is full of law enforcement. I did see FBI shirts out here. We've seen a lot of people who care a lot about what happened to this young child. But it goes back to what the chief was saying, that they need more and better answers from the parents. That's what he's looking for. And that's the latest from Hampton. We'll be out here covering this in Hampton. Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
Thank you, Andy. And we are going to continue to closely follow the search for Cody throughout the day. Look for updates on the Wavy News mobile app.
Guys. Well, to the person, Garrison, again, according to your psychic, I hope he's alive. I do hope he's alive. But here be my question to that, though. If the auntie got him, what the hell are they causing all this commotion for? It must be some money involved. What are they causing all this commotion for? If the auntie got him, what kind of scam are they running? Because if your psychic ability, I'm gonna play devil advocate and say that you're telling the truth. You know that the auntie got him. That's a good thing. He's alive. But if that is the case, then something they going to be gaining from sitting up here with all this mess going on. It's got to be some kind of gain to it. So I don't too much believe in psychics. No shot at you. I just don't believe in mediums and psychics and stuff like that. I just don't. But however, though, to your credibility, if that is true and it does come out that he is found safe, thank God. But what are they trying to gain from this, though, by staging this? Now, I saw some of y'all in there saying trafficking. It could be a possibility because I'm seeing a lot of stories about trafficking. As a matter of fact, our favorite sheriff, Sheriff Grady, I think he just did something a couple of days ago about trafficking. He just did something a couple of days ago about trafficking. You said I'm not a suicider? All right. So, So, guys, and again, this is why I can't do the GoFundMe's no more, because this right here. Because if what Garrison is saying is true, that this boy is alive and he's with another family member, here go another scam. And if we do see another GoFundMe pop up, I won't be surprised. And it will further lets me know that this is a scam. That's why I say I will not no longer donate to another GoFundMe. And when the people put up one for me when I was recovering from my injury, I understand now why y'all didn't donate to that. Y'all donating other ways, but y'all didn't donate to the GoFundMe because y'all sick of this shit about the GoFundMe. Y'all getting to the point that y'all don't deal with GoFundMes no more. And I don't blame y'all. I don't. As a matter of fact, Just Jay from the SE podcast was saying on one of his community posts that somebody was arguing with him about a GoFundMe that they had put up. And I guess was trying to argue with him and saying, hey, you advocate for children. Why you want to donate to this? And for what he was saying, we don't know the story. We don't know what the hell going on. All you did just popped up with an email with a GoFundMe. Why would I donate to something that I don't know nothing about? And which he's right. And just because we advocate for children does not mean that our platform is made for collecting money. I don't know where people get that from. But some people actually think that just because you advocate for children, that means it's money involved. Where the hell y'all get that from? Where do people get that from? My platform is not made for collecting money. And I would never ask y'all to collect money from y'all for somebody. Well, unless I know it's legit. But then again, if it's legit, all I got to do is share the link with y'all and y'all choose to donate or not. But I'm not going to collect the money on my platform. No. And again, understand for the people who asked me to put on my super chat, that's why I don't cut that on, because I'm not here to make money off these stories. If I get anything from doing stuff on my platform, it's because you people chose to donate. You probably never see my super chat on because I'm not here to collect money. I don't do this for money. This is a total hobby. And this is because I got the pass for children. And because I was a child once. And I know about different scenarios just as well as y'all in the chat room where y'all was children, y'all dealt with different scenarios. So anything I get for doing this is strictly donations. That's it. But my platform is not for collecting money for nobody. So don't ask me to do it. So Judge Jay, I don't blame him. AFC Pocket, I don't blame him. Don't send me nothing and you ain't gonna at least tell me what it's for. Ain't gonna get mad at me because I'm not gonna donate to something that I don't know what it's about. So it's not GoFundMe no more, it's Go Scam Me. That's what it is. Yes, Lakeisha, they are doing it. They are. A lot of people are doing it, profit off these children's deaths. They are. They are. And then on top of that, y'all hear me talk about my PayPal and, Cash App and all that. Let somebody come in the chat room and ask about it. Y'all may hear me talk about it. Y'all may hear me mention it here and there. Probably once in a while, I'll probably say, hey, you want to donate, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. Other than that, though, a lot of times on time I get something, if y'all probably in the chat room say, hey, Chris, how do I donate to you? And I tell you how to do it. Well, some of my moms will put it up in there, how to donate to me. Huh? Huh? But I don't get it twisted now. Every year my birthday come around, though, I do tell y'all to donate now. I ain't gonna lie, I do it then. So that's why I mentioned it earlier. So yeah, I do that. I do that. That's probably about the only time you really hear me talk about it then. Hey, birthday coming up. I'm finna turn 42. Hey, y'all donate till I get $42. Yeah, a lot of y'all keep on donating even if I go past $42. I appreciate that. And that's about the only time y'all probably really just hear me say something about it is when my birthday coming, which will be here in 13 more days. All right? Right, Juju, because I don't talk about it. I don't talk about my PayPal. I don't talk about my Cash App and all that. I don't. A lot of people say, man, you should be getting this stuff, which, hey, maybe I should, but that's up for the people to decide if they want to donate. That's up to y'all to decide. Y'all will get the content regardless. Oh, and another time I ask for donate, like if I'm trying to get some new equipment, I might ask for it then. But I don't need nothing right now. And usually how I do that is I ask y'all, hey, give me half, and I take my money, put in the other half, bada bing, bada boom. I show you I got the new equipment. But I don't need nothing right now because I'm loaded over here right now. I don't need shit else. I'm loaded. So now, my platform is not for collecting money for nobody. It's not. So you see me that email talk about do that too. I'm gonna tell you the same thing. I'm not donating nothing unless you thoroughly explain to me what it's about. And if I peep it out and it's not a scam, maybe I will donate to it. I will. But just don't throw it in my face just because you think I'm AFK with children. I'm going to throw you money. Hell no. No, it don't work like that. You better come up with a damn good story too. A damn good story. But I'm going to leave this story with this until more comes out. Shout out to the people who's talking about his story now. Shout out to all of y'all who talking about the story. Somebody just mentioned me, say who all went live talking about it. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. As long as y'all talking about it, it's all good. It's all good. But again, look behind me. Y'all see the message behind me. And it's coming up on the screen right now. Children don't disappear. They just don't. They don't disappear. So everybody need to preach that message. Children don't disappear. They don't. And on that note, I'm your man Chris Thorns, and hey, till some more updates come up, you know, hey, I'll be back with some more information on this story. But y'all be careful out there, y'all. Please be careful out there, and salute to every last one of y'all. Peace out.